Hey everybody, it's Andy aka Max Ryder, and I am actually out at the skeleton spawner. And as you can see, I finally finished the roads that lead to it. I had a donkey out here, but he got in the way and got killed. This road goes to Dunwich, and that other road, the other road down over here by this horse that I found in this area, surprisingly, goes to the freaking creepers. Goes to the what's the name? Sheep farm. So all my main areas are now connected, and there's another road between Dunwich and the sheep farm way out that way. But today we're going to try to get this mess kind of turned into something, and I think we're going to set up a little train station, probably right in the middle here, and hook both of these up. Oh, I hope I have some extra rail. 21 might be enough. Probably not. I'm probably going to have to go grab more rail or make some, but let me put down a foundation. I'll be right back. Alrighty, we've got our foundation set. We're going to actually put a nice floor in here too. I think there's only going to be entrances, a couple different entrances, as this is forming a big circle. Oops, let's turn on the timer. And while I work today, I want to talk to you guys very briefly about the next Call of Cthulhu scenario I ran as part of my regular campaign when I was living up in Ohio. This one was called The Horror of the Glen. Now, the Horror of the Glen was a scenario that took place shortly. Okay. The Horror of the Glen was a scenario that took place. It was in a book called Green and Pleasant Land, which was about Great Britain and surrounding areas, and was really well done. Might be enough. Probably not though. It's really hard to come by now. I'm glad I bought a copy back in the day when I was much younger than I am now. Unfortunately, I would like to still be that age. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. After they had returned... Oh, I'm one short, really. It is what it is. Boop. Okay, fair enough. Bam. After they had returned from the... Oh, nice. That's perfect. Because right here in the center is where we're going to put this guy. That's where the track's going to go. Just leave this. Anyway, let's see. We need brick next. Get our design going here. And I'm going to design this like I've designed a lot of the others. Oh, I'm changing my mind. I've just changed my mind. No, I guess we will. We'll just design this the same way we've designed the others, sort of. So anyway, what happened in Green and Pleasant Land was that after they returned from India via the plane actually took them to London, I believe, and they were there with, I can't remember how high these guys go. I think they start coming in right here. Oh wait, we need windows. Tell you what, let's do. Let's go ahead and put these corners up. Be a nice kind of view there. And we'll do a couple more windows here, like that. It won't be beautiful, but it'll work. So they had returned from India. And what's his name? Henry, who was what's his name's butler. I gotta remember how to do this. A friend of his had fallen into some trouble with the law, and he asked for help he asked for help. Alright, hold on a sec, guys. Alright, sorry about that, everybody. I was just trying to make sure I had the design correct. I think I do, because it goes up 3 and then straight across. This doesn't look right. Yeah, the opening's only 3. Wait, what am I hearing? I hear the spider. Where the heck is he? Whoa, he's right behind me! Get away! Get away! Okay, thank you. Let's go make it day real quick. I'll continue the story, though. So, a friend of Henry, who was the butler for Elliot Macy, had been arrested for murder, and so he asked them to investigate because this was a gentle boy and he didn't think that he would have had anything to do with any kind of murder. So they do so. They go to this little tiny town in Scotland, actually, and I can't remember the name of the town off the top of my head, but they learn that they start talking to the people. There's some kind of curse allegedly on this nearby castle. Let's see. I need not very many of these. Okay. So there's a curse on the nearby castle. That's what's causing. The townsfolk are real worried about it, but, you know, it is what it is. It's just a curse on the castle, so, you know, it's something we got to live with. Right. This can't be this tall. I'm thinking it goes like that. I could be mistaken, but I don't think I am. So, that's going to do that on either side. Anyway. There's a curse on the castle. They're trying to find out who might have done the killing. Who could it have been? Dun dun dun! Let's see, this one, however, goes up a little bit faster. It had to be somebody that did this murder thing. Right? Somebody. You guys suck. Anyway, sorry. Go. That's the design look. That's kind of the look I want. Because then we can throw something up there. I think that's right. Anyway. Did I turn this back on? I did. Sweet. So, they're trying to prove the boy's innocence. They're talking to the people in town. The only one who appears to be willing to help them is, I don't remember what. He was just a guy from out of town who had moved in order to do some research or something. He was more than willing to help. He wasn't a local. The locals were all scared of the curse. They're like, nobody needs to go to this castle. It's been abandoned for years. It has been this. It was more of a manor than a castle, but it's been abandoned. Leave it alone. Let it be. Blah 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 blah. That's right. That doesn't go there, and that probably won't stay there either. But we shall see. All right. So here's the basic structure of it, and now we got to get working on the roof. Oh! Did your helmet break? That's a shame. One of their helmets broke. I heard it. So, it took these guys forever just to go investigate this manor house castle. Let's have to start. They did not want to go in there. It's hard to blame them, but eventually they did. They kind of snuck in. They knew they were going to get in trouble with the locals if they went in during the day. So, I think that's how low this is. This one's going to be, this design might be slightly different than the rest. I have some dirt, don't I? Yeah. So, they go in during the day, they explore the place, they found, what did they find? I think what they found was some kind of a journal. That's pretty typical for Call of Cthulhu. They got some information, but it wasn't enough. They weren't finding what they had to find out in order to prove this guy's innocence. Oh, your helmet broke. That's a shame. I don't get to see that happen very much, so I'm kind of jazzed about it. In any case, investigation led them to be suspicious of a couple of the other characters in the village, but they had no proof. And eventually, what ended up having to happen was they had to go at night and see if they could figure out what was going on. Well, that was a bit of a mistake, but it had to be done. In the case of this scenario, that was the only way you were going to be able to find out what's going on. It was a little bit railroady, which I know is kind of lame, but at the same time, it meant that it wasn't like deadly. It wasn't like if you go into the castle, you're just going to drop dead, blah, 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 because that would be just awful. I wouldn't have run a scenario like that. Anyway, whoa, let's try not to fall yet. They go in there and immediately are overcome with sleep, and they fall asleep. And it's like, what? You jerk! Yes, it was kind of a jerk move on my part, but it's what the scenario called for. We're probably going to leave behind a crafting bench, and we're going to make a what's name? Good enough. We're going to make a chest for this place too. Oh, there goes my only. That's a shame.